Alex, go ahead.
A couple of questions, but let me just follow up with China first.
Sure.
Let me get your sense on today's second days of meeting between President Xi and Putin. Other than just lavish display of solidarity and friendship we have seen, what do you think Chinese president is really after in Russia?
Alex, that's a question for President Xi. I'm not going to speculate there. You should reach out to his spokesperson.
Sure. You probably have seen Russian officials today say that they are planning to put together UN Security Council informal meeting on quote-unquote the truth about Ukrainian children being transferred to Russia. Let me get your reaction to that, and also to the fact that a man who is wanted by the ICC for war crimes is going to actually lead the world's most important security body as of next week.
Alex, we know the truth about what's happening to Ukrainian children. Our colleagues at Yale University and the Bureau of Conflict and Stabilization Operations have shown immense leadership in unearthing the horrific truths of what is happening to Ukrainian children. We are seeing numerous reports of children being separated from their families, being sent to facilities all across Russia, some that are closer to the United States when it comes to mileage as opposed to Ukraine. Ukrainian children being forced to be adopted by Russian families. We know what's happening to Ukrainian children. We don't need the Russian Federation to tell us.
And the second part of my question was about the fact that Putin is going to lead that the world's most important body. Do you have any problem?
He's going to lead what?
On a UN Security Council as of next week.
I think what I would say, Alex, again, is that we have been quite consistent in any multilateral setting, whether it be the G20 or even now the UN Security Council, that as it relates to Russia, it cannot be business as usual. And quite candidly, Alex, we know that the countries that make up the UN membership agree. As recently as just a number of weeks ago, you saw more than 140 countries speak in unison about how the Russian Federation needed to respect territorial integrity, respect sovereignty, and withdraw its forces from Ukraine. Nike, I'm going to work the room a little, Alex. Nike, go ahead.
Just follow up on the China-Russia joint statement. Could you provide a general assessment, U.S. assessment? Do you see anything new there? And I know you do not comment on intelligence matters, but would you have anything to share on if the U.S. has any indication that Russia, President Putin has asked Xi Jinping to provide lethal weapons during the visit? Thank you.
Like I said, like you so aptly pointed out, I'm not going to, that's a better question for them. I don't have any information to offer on that. But broadly, and this is something that the Secretary has spoken about quite consistently going back to on the margins of the Munich Security Conference, any steps being taken by China to provide lethal aid to Russia would be deeply problematic and of great concern to the United States. It's something that we are paying very close attention to, and will take appropriate action as needed should a certain line be crossed. As it relates to the joint statement, though, Nike, on Ukraine, the two sides said that the purposes and principles of the UN Charter must be observed and international law must be respected. Well, following the UN Charter would mean that Russia withdrawing from the territory of another UN member state, it has invaded. The UN Charter enshrines the principles of respect for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of all countries, including Ukraine. And if China wants to play a constructive role in this conflict, then it should press Russia to remove its forces from Ukraine's sovereign territory. As I have said at a number of in the various intervals, this war could end today if Russia were to choose to withdraw its forces from Ukraine.
On a related